Your brain survives off fat. Like, energy.
But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. That's fatphobic.
Seeking intentional weight loss, we are contributing to our fat-phobic society.
This is a licensed therapist.
You are clowns.
It is okay to be fat.
It's just fat phobia all the way down. And it is weird how comfortable you guys are revealing that.
Fat shaming is not a bad thing. It works. We should shame and discourage uncontrolled eating habits and lack of exercise.
You will always have a hard time accepting a body that is getting bigger if you do not confront your fat phobia.
You purposely saying, I want to lose 20 pounds is fat phobic.
If you are losing weight because you want to feel better, be in less pain, be healthier, all of these things, that's fatphobic, okay?
Whenever people argue that fat phobia isn't really a thing, they believe fat people are in complete control of their weight and therefore are choosing to be fat.
Having a preference is something like, I'm looking for a partner who likes kayaking, or wakes up early in the morning, or loves pizza.
It's so good.
But when your preferences exclude an entire group of marginalized people, that's problematic. That's fatphobic.
Whether you work out to get healthier, to simply look better so that you can feel more confident, this is the type of shit that you're gonna get on a daily basis from other people when you start to improve yourself.
It is okay to be fat. We don't say that enough, but it needs to be normalized. If you are fat, that is okay.
I actually feel way worse now than I did a little bit heavier, and I'm working to put the weight back on.
No one would choose to continue to be fat in a world where they absolutely hate fat people.
Sometimes people don't even feel comfortable like putting the money in my underwear, but people are like really awkward with like, should I touch you? Should I? And I see them fully touching other people.
You dismiss fat people when you see them based on how they look, and that is fat phobia. You are clowns.
But a good doctor will not judge you for being fat. They will not judge you for being unhealthy. They will not judge the decisions that you made or the decisions that were made for you.
Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? It's probably to fit into something smaller. It's probably so people treat you better. It's probably for all the reasons that fat folks are shamed simply for being fat.
They see you making a change with yourself, something they can never do, and so they try to make you seem like the outcast.
It is weird and scary how many people have linked like health and weight 100% in their heads, especially when that's not something that you know about people.
This is exactly why I always call myself fat or a big person, because it's never been negative to me. It's never had a negative connotation.
Seeking intentional weight loss, we are contributing to our fat-phobic society. So that's why intentional weight loss is fat-phobic.
This is a licensed therapist who for the last minute spewed utter nonsense in like a circular argument fashion about how if you want to better yourself or lose weight, how that is inherently fat-phobic and how you are making society worse and shaming fat people for trying to make yourself skinnier.
Who else picked up on the irony of an individual trying to stand up against fat phobia by intentionally trying to shame individuals into getting them to not want to intentionally lose weight so that they won't be called fat phobic? Wow.
It is impossible to tell someone's health based on their weight. It's just fat phobia all the way down. And it is weird how comfortable you guys are revealing that.
If you're fat, that is your internalized fat phobia. And if you are not fat, that is just your straight up fat phobia that society has ingrained into you.
Trust me, I wouldn't recommend anybody be fat in this world. It is horrible. It is so traumatizing. It is so isolating.
Fat is a lipid. It's energy. It keeps you alive. Your brain survives off fat. Like, energy.
People still have a lot of work to do around their fat phobia.
People are evil. They are cruel. Strangers think it's okay to tell you on the bus, you're fat, you should lose weight, you're disgusting. Like, it's non-stop.
You have to stop letting others' judgment dictate what decisions you make in your life.
Our feelings are not meant to never be hurt, to constantly be coddled and comforted. Hurt feelings are actually a great catalyst for positive change. And part of the reason why the world seems to be getting fatter and fatter is because people are getting more and more afraid of hurting each other's feelings. A society with a large part of the population being overweight also hurts economically, because when you are fat, you suffer from decreased energy output, decreased mood or brain fog, and the workforce is just not as efficient as it could be if everybody was in good shape.
It is typically not a problem that requires immediate solving. It is not an emergency. You don't have to drop everything in the pursuit of being not fat.